Hello and welcome. You're watching Express News on DD India with me, Munmun Bhattacharya. This is a show in which we take you through the top 100 stories of the day. Let's get started. India mourns the loss of former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who passed away on Thursday night. President Draupadi Murmu led the nation in paying tributes to the former Prime Minister. Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar also paid his tributes to the former Prime Minister at his residence in New Delhi on Friday. Prime Minister Narendra Modi paid his last respects to Dr. Manmohan Singh at his residence in the national capital. In his condolence message, Prime Minister Modi talked about Dr. Singh's inspirational life and the contributions he has made to India's progress. In a social media post on X, Prime Minister Narendra Modi shared photographs of his meetings with Dr. Singh. He said that the former Prime Minister made extensive efforts to improve people's lives. Other leaders, including Home Minister Amit Shah, along with Union Minister and National President of the Bharatiya Janata Party, JP Nadda, paid their respects to the departed soul. Leader of opposition in Lok Sabha, Rahul Gandhi, also reached the former Prime Minister's home to pay his tributes. Congress MPs Sonia and Priyanka Gandhi were also in attendance. India has launched a 7-day period of state mourning as a mark of respect to former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. National flag is being flown at half-mast at Rashtrapati Bhavan. Last rites will be conducted with full state honours. The Union Cabinet, chaired by Prime Minister Narendra Modi, passed a condolence resolution in the memory of Dr. Manmohan Singh. The Cabinet paid homage to the former Prime Minister by observing a 2-minute silence. Condolences also poured in from across the globe following the demise of Dr. Manmohan Singh. US Secretary of State Antony Blinken said that Singh was one of the greatest champions of US-India strategic partnership. Russian President extended condolences over the demise of India's former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh. Putin remembered Dr. Singh for his accomplishments in promoting India's economic development. President of France Emmanuel Macron, in a post on X, called Dr. Singh's demise a loss for India. Former Prime Minister of Canada Stephen Harper also expressed grief over the death of Manmohan Singh. Bhutan's Prime Minister Tshering Tobgay also expressed condolences, calling Dr. Manmohan Singh a remarkable statesman and a cherished friend of Bhutan. Former President of Afghanistan Hamid Karzai, in a post on X, said that India has lost one of its most illustrious sons, calling him an unwavering ally and friend to the people of Afghanistan. Former Maldivian President Mohammad Nasheed wrote on X that he found the former Prime Minister as a benevolent father figure and a good friend of Maldives. Dr. Manmohan Singh, who was also known as the architect of India's economic liberalization, passed away on Thursday night at the age of 92. He breathed his last at the AIIMS in New Delhi in the emergency ward after being in critical condition. India's Prime Minister Narendra Modi expressed grief on the passing of Osamu Suzuki, a legendary figure in the global automotive industry. PM wrote in a social media post that Suzuki revolutionized the Indian automobile market. Osamu Suzuki, the long-serving leader of Suzuki Motor Corporation, who transformed the company into a global automotive powerhouse, passed away on December 25th at the age of 94. The Indian Space Research Organization will launch its SpadeX mission on 30th December. SpadeX is a cost-effective technology demonstrator mission for the demonstration of in-space docking using 2 small spacecraft launched by PSLV. At close, India's indices Nifty climbed 60 points to settle at 23,800. Sensex jumped 271 points to settle at 78,744. Indian rupee fell 53 paise to close at an all-time low of 85.54 against the US dollar. Gold futures maturing on February 5 were priced at 76,867 rupees per 10 grams on the multi-commodity exchange. Silver futures for March 5 maturity stood at 89,720 rupees per kg on the MCX. Crude oil prices were heading towards a weekly gain and trading at $73.18 per barrel on Friday. Prasar Bharati's OTT platform Waves has achieved a new milestone since its launch. Minister of Information and Broadcasting Ashwini Vaishnav took to his X account to say that Waves OTT app has crossed a significant milestone of 1 million downloads. According to a report by India's central bank, Reserve Bank of India, bank's profitability rose for the sixth consecutive year in 2023-24 and it continues to rise in 2024-25 with the return on assets at 1.4% and return on equity at 14.6%. Japan's government has approved a record 115.5 trillion yen or $730 billion budget for the next financial year starting April 2025, significantly ramping up spending on social welfare and defense. Rising prices for essentials like food have squeezed Russian budgets, impacting holiday spending. Many are cutting back on festive expenses as inflation erodes purchasing power. This comes despite traditional year-end spending increases for New Year celebrations. India's External Affairs Minister Dr. S. Jaishankar is visiting the United States where he met US Secretary Antony Blinken on Thursday. Both reviewed the advancement of India-US partnership over the last 4 years. External Affairs Minister Dr. Jaishankar also met with the team of the Indian Embassy in the US and India's Consul Generals based in New York, Chicago, San Francisco, Seattle, Houston and Atlanta. Discussions focused on technology, trade and investments. South Korea's parliament impeached Han Duck-soo on Friday. The move came after he declined to immediately appoint 3 justices to fill vacancies at the Constitutional Court. South Korea's acting president Choi Sang-mok said on Friday that the government has ordered the military to step up vigilance, raising the possibility that North Korea could take advantage of South's political situation to carry out acts of provocation. Israel struck multiple targets linked to Houthis in Yemen, including the Sana'a International Airport, leaving at least 6 people dead. The Israeli military said it also targeted military infrastructure at ports on Yemen's west coast and 2 power stations. Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu vowed to continue its mission until it was complete. Defense Minister Katz added that Israel will continue attacking Houthis to remove threats to the state of Israel. The head of the United Nations World Health Organization, Tedros Ghebreyesus, said he and his colleagues were traveling through Yemen's Sana'a airport on Thursday when it came under attack. The spokesperson of UN Chief Antonio Guterres said that the airstrikes on Yemen's Sana'a International Airport, the Red Sea ports and power stations were particularly alarming. Syria's new de facto leader, Ahmad al-Shara, met with Iraqi intelligence chief Hamid al-Shatri in Damascus on Thursday. Hamid al-Shatri discussed the situation in Syria and measures to enhance security and stability along the shared borders with Syria's new leadership. Russian President Putin said Russia welcomes Slovakia's proposal to host peace talks with Ukraine, emphasizing Moscow's commitment to resolving the conflict. South Korea's spy agency confirmed on Friday that a North Korean soldier sent to support Russian forces has been captured by Ukrainian troops. in a border region where Ukraine had launched a surprise strike in August. Panama's President Jose Raul Mulino denied on Thursday that there are Chinese soldiers in the canal that crosses the country in response to recent comments by U.S. President-elect Donald Trump, who has accused Chinese soldiers of illegally operating the canal. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres has urged Mozambique's political leaders to ease tensions that led to civil unrest linked to October's disputed election. Azerbaijan Airlines on Friday said that preliminary results showed that one of its planes, which crashed in Kazakhstan on Wednesday, experienced external physical and technical interference. Azerbaijan Airlines also said that it was suspending flights to 7 Russian cities. Airlines would continue running flights to 6 major Russian cities, including Moscow and St. Petersburg. German President Frank-Walter Steinmeier on Friday dissolved the country's lower house of parliament to pave the way for snap elections on 23rd February next year, following the collapse of Chancellor Olaf Scholz's three-way coalition. Croatia's incumbent president and a candidate backed by the governing party looks set to go through to a second round after voters cast ballots in a presidential election on 29th December. Finnish President Alexander Stubb said on Friday that authorities were looking into why undersea power cables in the Baltic Sea were damaged. Finnish authorities seized the Russian-owned ship Eagle S in the Baltic Sea on Thursday. A bus carrying 58 people veered off the road into a lake in northern Norway, killing 3 passengers. 4 seriously injured victims were airlifted to hospital. NASA said on Friday that its Parker solar probe was safe and operating normally after successfully completing the closest ever approach to the Sun on 24th December. We'll take a break at this point in time. We'll be back with more news on Express News. Stay tuned.
This year, the Wall of Sports gave unforgettable moments that will forever echo in the halls of glory. From Paris Olympics 2024 to India's trailblazing success at the Paralympics, chess prodigy Gukesh conquering the world. India ended a long way to bring home the T20 World Cup glory. And on the European stage, Spain proved their dominance yet again. Relive the drama, the triumphs and the passion that defines Sports Saga 2024.
Welcome back. You're watching Express News on DD India. Here are more stories. A relentless series of atmospheric rivers is slamming the U.S. Pacific Northwest with strong winds, heavy snowfall and coastal flooding. Avalanche warnings and travel advisories are in effect. The severe weather in U.S. Pacific Northwest is expected to persist further before calming after Sunday. Northwest India, including Delhi NCR, witnessed widespread rainfall on Friday caused by active western disturbance further affecting the temperature. India's weather officials have forecast heavy rains and strong winds for December 27th and 28th for New Delhi. The air quality has been forecast to improve further on Friday. India's Met Department has also issued a yellow alert for multiple districts of Maharashtra, indicating possibilities of thunderstorms and light to moderate rainfall from 26th to 28th December. India's Narkanda town in Himachal Pradesh's Shimla is witnessing heavy rainfall. Many roads have been closed following the snowfall. Travel advisories have also been issued. More than 200,000 homes across Bosnia and Herzegovina were without electricity after snowstorm caused widespread disruption across several Balkan countries. In neighboring Croatia, emergency crews said that they rescued 48 people who had been buried in the snow. In Hawaii, satellite images reveal the spread of lava around Kilauea's crater following its eruption on the 22nd of December. The volcano remains under orange alert as volcanic gases pose ongoing risks. Peru declares emergency after a crude oil spill near the Talara refinery. Cleanup efforts are underway to restore the affected area. The Peruvian government has also approved an immediate and short-term action plan for the cleanup. Approximately 10,000 square meters of ocean water and 7 beaches have been contaminated, damaging wildlife and halting local fishing. Indonesia is sending humanitarian aid to Vanuatu, an island country located at the South Pacific Ocean. This comes after a devastating 7.3 magnitude earthquake affected 80,000 people. An advanced team from the National Disaster Mitigation Agency is already on site preparing logistics for aid delivery. Indonesia's assistance includes rescue teams, clean water, health services, and rebuilding vital infrastructure. 25 hot air balloons soared over the skies over Pokhara as organizers kicked off Nepal's first ever international hot air balloon event. The 9-day event, running from 24th December 2024 to January 2, 2025, is being held in Nepal's Palm region, known for its scenic beauty and adventure opportunities. World's largest indoor ski resort continues to captivate visitors and ski lovers across the world. It was opened in September this year. The park features a vertical drop of nearly 60 meters indoors, which allows skiers to have an alpine skiing-like experience. Spanning about 350,000 square meters, the indoor ski resort in Shanghai incorporates dining, accommodation, entertainment, and shopping with a Nordic-inspired design. Ice flowers bloom on northwest China's Boston Lake. In recent days, plummeting temperatures have given rise to intricate patterns of frost resembling beautiful flowers on the frozen expanse of the lake. The unique ice flowers exhibit a range of shapes from fluffy tufts akin to cotton to ethereal forms reminiscent of butterfly wings, delicately adorning the icy landscape. This phenomena has become a picturesque winter attraction in the region. China's National Cultural Heritage Administration released some key archaeological findings of the several ancient capital ruins. These date back to the earliest China dynasties over 4,000 years ago. Remains of the capital showed that the ancient city had crisscross roads and walls that divided it into 4 regular grids. Covering an area of 3 million square meters, the Erlitu relics site in Liuyang city was thought to be the capital of Xia dynasty. Ukrainian village opened for Christmas in the heart of Brussels. The fest is an opportunity to introduce foreigners to Ukrainian cuisine and traditions. The Ukrainian fest in Brussels will run until January 5th. There are also handmade souvenirs from embroidered shirts to Motanka dolls. This corner is visited daily by up to 1,000 people, both Ukrainians and foreigners. Dubai's ambitious winter festival program is illuminating the emirate with daily fireworks displays, and the Expo 2020 site has transformed into an enchanting winter city. The cornerstone of the celebrations is the daily fireworks spectacle at Dubai Festival City, while the Hatta Hills add a natural touch. Dubai Shopping Festival also showcases daily drone shows combining technology with fireworks. The Indian city, in fact, of Prayagraj in Uttar Pradesh is undergoing rigorous preparations for the Hindu religious mega festival of Mahakumbh 2025. Beside rivers, a makeshift city is being built to host millions of pilgrims and visitors from across the globe. Your Fault, a Spanish romantic film based on Mercedes Ron's popular novel of the same name, is now streaming on Prime Video. Teaser for season 2 of Doctor Who is out, starring Nisuti Gatwa as the Doctor and Varada Sethu as Belinda Chandra. Doctor Who will return to iPlayer and BBC One in 2025. Hudson Meek, best known for playing the young baby in the 2017 action film Baby Driver, dies at the age of 16 after falling from a moving vehicle. The sequel to the 2018 action heist movie Den of Thieves is all set to hit theatres on the 10th of January 2025. The film will see Gerard Butler and O'Shea Jackson reprising their roles. Netflix has dropped the much-anticipated trailer for Night Agent Season 2, starring Gabriel Basso and Luciane Buchanan. The series is all set to release on the 23rd of January 2025. Released in theatres this Christmas, Bollywood's Varun Dhawan starrer action thriller Baby John sees a dramatic drop in box office earnings. On day 2, the total collection stands at 15.75 crore. Bollywood superstar Salman Khan turns 59 today, marking nearly 4 decades of dominance in the entertainment industry. Meanwhile, fans of film fraternities poured heartfelt birthday wishes on him. The makers have teased the first look of Salman Khan from his upcoming film Sikandar. Directed by A.R. Murugadoss, the film will arrive on Eid 2025. Hindi film actors Khushi Kapoor and Junaid Khan gear up for the movie titled Lavyapa. Scheduled to release on the 7th of February 2025, the movie is an official remake of the Tamil rom-com Love Today. This year, 27 December, marks the 227th birth anniversary of the legendary Indian poet Mirza Ghalib. The poet's works still resonate with a plethora of literature and poetry enthusiasts. India's legendary batter Sachin Tendulkar has accepted an invitation to become an honorary member of the Melbourne Cricket Club. India reached 164 for 5 at stumps on day 2 of the Melbourne Test against Australia after losing 3 quick wickets late in the day. Earlier, India bowled out Australia for 474 runs in their first innings in the Melbourne Test on Friday. Steve Smith has recorded most hundreds against India in the Test history when he slammed 11th century against them in Melbourne on Friday. Indian players wore black armbands on day 2 of the 4th Test against Australia as a mark of respect for former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, who passed away on Thursday. Indian women cricket team defeated West Indies by 5 wickets to win the 3rd one-day international match in Vadodara and clinch the series 3-0. The much-anticipated 16th CEC Cup Ice Hockey Tournament kicked off on Friday in India's hilly town of Kargil. Indian Grandmaster Arjun Erigaisi opened his campaign with 4 wins and a solitary loss at the World Rapid Chess Championship in New York. Sports governing body World Boxing has added Asia as the newest member. President of Boxing Federation of India, Jai Singh, has been appointed as a board member. Manchester United went down 2-0 against Wolverhampton Wanderers in the Premier League match. Liverpool beat Leicester City 3-1 and open a 7-point lead at the top of the Premier League table. Alina Rybakina guided Kazakhstan to a 2-1 victory against Spain in a United Cup debut in Perth. She defeated Jessica Monero 6-2, 6-3 in the singles match. World number 2 Iga Swiatek said there was no reason for the World Anti-Doping Agency to appeal against her doping case. World number 3 Coco Gauff says she has decided to start her season at the United Cup instead of her happy hunting ground in Auckland. 2 sailors were killed in separate incidents in the Sydney to Hobart yacht race. This is the first loss of life since 1998. That's it in this edition of Express News. Thanks for watching.